All right, check this out. Some guy in Union Square overnight, he decided to take out the cross-country skis.
All right, so he had the right approach to get around, putting on his cross-country skis, and there he goes. Nobody was out there. He was a lonesome guy.
You know.
Listen, you have to be creative in these moments.
And the streets and the sidewalks probably weren't plowed at that point, so, you know.
He was probably waiting for that moment because normally he would have been traveling and using them, but so good for him.
There you go. Mike, have you ever done anything like that?
Not the cross-country skiing. I did walk through Union Square, and it was really cool to see, but I didn't see that guy. But he's got the right idea.
Layer upon layer of snow rapidly cloaks New York City. Thousands of sanitation crews out in full force, doing their best to keep conditions safe, while city leaders plead with New Yorkers to do their part.
Do these guys a favor, stay off the roads.
But for restaurant and bar owners, Mayor Bill de Blasio had another request. Those outdoor dining structures, built out by hundreds of businesses due to the pandemic, get in the way of snow plows. And prior to the storm hitting, the mayor asked those who can to take them down.
As this morning, New Yorkers are being encouraged to use mass transit if you have to go out. Trains and buses are running, but it's a slow go.
Joining us this morning, MTA Chairman Pat Foy. Good morning, Mr. Foy. Good to have you with us.
Morning, morning.
Let's just follow up with what Inez was talking about with that downed tree in Yonkers. Tell us more.
So I've got an update on that. Kathy Rinaldi, the talented woman who runs Metro North, just advised me that service on the Hudson line is resuming shortly. A tree went down at Greystone, north of Yonkers, approximately 7:30. 40 passengers on the train. It was northbound, left Grand Central Terminal. No injuries. Passengers have been removed, and service on the Hudson lines in both directions will be resuming shortly.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. What about delays in other areas?
Look, here's the advice we would give our customers. If you can work from home today and not leave your home, that's the best thing to do. The roads are treacherous. This was a major weather event. If you do have to travel, take mass transit. The subways reopened at 5 a.m. This morning as scheduled. Some of the Lexington Avenue line is running local rather than express. Bus service is basically operating at normal. Department of Sanitation did a good job overnight, but buses are chained and are going to can't exceed 20 miles an hour with the chains on them. So buses will be delayed. Commuter rails are both running with delays. I just reported on the good news on the Hudson line. All our bridges and tunnels are open. The upper level of the Verrazano continues to be closed. The Verrazano is open, but the upper level is closed due to wind conditions.
By the way, since you mentioned the Verrazano, we got to talk about the last time the Verrazano, there was this crazy viral video of it going up and down and sideways and moving in all different directions. Is that what it's doing today?
The winds are not as extreme as they were on that day, Rosanna. The bridge is built for that. The bridge will shift depending on wind conditions. It's engineered that way. We inspected the bridge, of course, before the storm and after. No damage done to the bridge, and it's all of our bridges and tunnels. It's safe to travel on. But again, if you can do it, stay home. If you do take mass transit, COVID protections and policies are in place, including you must wear a mask on public transit.
All right, can we talk about the MTA budget? We've talked about it a number of times on Good Day New York.
Sure.
There is none, right? I mean, how does this play a role in your coffers right now?
You mean the storm?
Yes.
Yeah, look, we budget for storms. We prepare for them, frankly, all year long. The men and women who run the MTA's agencies, Sarah Feinberg, Kathy Rinaldi, Phil Lang, Craig Cipriani, Danny DiCrescenzo are professionals. They've been doing this for a long period of time. We have budgeted for it, and our financial issues are not going to affect a bit the approach we take or the fact that safety of customers and employees is first priority. Having said that, we're in grim financial situation as a result of COVID-19.
We're inching a little closer with, of course, the president-elect, a new administration. You have high hopes for Mr. Biden.
We're encouraged by the election of President-elect Biden, given his lifelong support for public transit. We're also encouraged, frankly, by the fact that in the ongoing lame duck session, there appears to be progress on a COVID relief bill, which would provide funding for transit agencies and $4 to $4.5 billion for the MTA. Senator Schumer has been leading that charge, and we're unbelievably grateful for his work. It's not done yet, but we're watching it closely and vigilant and hoping for the best.
I know yesterday you all talked about planning and preparing for a level 5. Did we reach the level 5? Did you have to do anything with the outside tracks?
Well, the outside tracks, we had crews checking switches. From a MTA customer point of view, frankly, we got through the storm well. All agencies and services are running. But again, if customers can stay home, this is a good day to do that.
All right, what about those buses? Because sometimes, you know, I don't know, I say jackknife because they're accordion and they kind of make wrong, you know, moves.
Rosanna, you're referring to articulated buses.
Yeah.
We're not running articulated buses. We don't run them in storms like this. We'll keep those in the garage. The buses are on the roads are chained. The Department of Sanitation of the City of New York did a good job with respect to moving the train, moving the buses, and we coordinate closely with them. So bus service in all 5 boroughs is operating.
Oh, it's operating. Is it less buses out because you had to put some in the garage?
There's somewhat less service, but the good news is ridership is down. Ridership was down last night. We expect ridership will be down this morning, just given the fact that New Yorkers are smart and going to heed the advice that's been given that if you can, stay home.
Pat Foy, MTA Chairman, always appreciate you coming on Good Day New York. Thank you so much.
Thank you both.
And thank you to the people who are working through the night for us. Keep the city moving.